Good afternoon, or good evening, or good morning, wherever you are on this crazy planet of ours. My name is Frank Lavinia, and I am here, and I am happy to report on something that I called out yesterday. So yesterday I had a bit of a kind of a little bit of a stress thing going on. It was my birthday, so I wasn't going to let my ruin my birthday. But as you know, I've been working hard on kind of um, you know trying to get this number as high as possible. Right now, I started originally with the goal of getting to um, uh, 100 days, and over the weekend, it just stopped counting. Like, so, no matter how many hours I watched or what I was doing, it didn't work. So, and I kind of talked about this yesterday, and if you follow me on Instagram, you know that um, if you know, oops, you follow me on Instagram, you know I post this pretty much daily, mostly to keep myself honest. It's not really about bragging. It's about kind of the notion of continuous learning, lifelong learning, continuous improvement, all that jazz. But what's interesting is it stopped reporting my progress as of Saturday. So imagine my delight when I went to log in today to watch some courses on SageMaker, that now it caught up. So one, the lesson learned was apparently they do their data maintenance over the weekends, and maybe it ran out ran over into Monday. Secondly, is that, you know what, I was going to do the right thing, or with what I feel is the right thing for me anyway. So I watched on Saturday, I watched on Sunday, and I watched yesterday on my birthday. And if you're good at math, you know that 125 days goes all the way back to around October. And I have watched at least a minute or two of Pluralsight um, content for at least on Christmas Day, on New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, Thanksgiving, etc., etc. Um, hey John, how's it going? Awesome to see you here. Yeah, I know SageMaker. I have not defected across the line. It's just I have a customer engagement next week, and all of those their data scientists are basically familiar with SageMaker, and it's been a while since I touched SageMaker, so I figured I would at least kind of explore it and see what's going on. And I'm hoping to convince them that come on over to the Azure side. We have cookies, and that Azure ML is a far more in-depth product in terms of what's available. So don't worry, John. I see that shock emoji. I see that shock emoji. I actually updated my LinkedIn profile with some classes I've taken on SageMaker, so no need to panic. But I'm so glad now. And if you look at this here, can I move this? No, I can't, but I can pop myself into the corner and look up, right? Just like the Brady Bunch or your average Zoom call. You'll see that I've been kind of working on, understanding kind of some of these tools. And just for fun, I started getting some. There's a really great course on scikit-learn on Pluralsight. Let's see if I can go home. Yeah, I definitely will share. Well, I have to be careful when I share it, but I'll definitely let you know how it goes, because I think that there's so much that Azure ML can provide that SageMaker doesn't, and data scientists are not used to that. Uh, a low hope. You have a low hope? Come on, man. You're not going to convert them with that attitude. But seriously, what you should do is hit me up. Hit me up and on well, you know where to reach me, but hit me up, and maybe we can get an MTC session in there and kind of show them how awesome Azure ML is. Definitely hit me up. We can change that. We can raise your hopes, John. We can get you with high hopes. Right? You got to 10x it, man. You got to 10x it. I have my 10x button. Although the 10x electronics broke, so I cracked it open thinking like I can solder something back together. But no, the circuit board was fried for some reason. So and the Grant Cardone store doesn't have that anymore. They're temporarily out of stock. This is really good. So this lady, and I don't want to pronounce her name wrong, but she is one of the folks behind Loonicorn. Loonicorn, I'm not sure if it's a training company or a consulting company, but basically they're all ex-Microsoft, ex-Google, ex-Amazon, not Shopify, or maybe Shopify and Instacart. They're all ex folks from there. So they have a lot of really good courses on AI. Andy, brother from another mother. How's it going, man? You could send me. No, man, that was a gift. That was for you. That was for you. You know, if I were industrious, I could probably just make another one, or better yet, make an Alexa skill that I could just say, "Hey, shoot me a Grant Cardone quote," and then it would just randomly pick that. So if you don't know what we're talking about, one of the folks, right back at you, Andy. If you prepare enough, yeah. I mean, you're a good sales guy. I mean, you're pretty good at convincing folks and make a good, passionate case for it. You know, the great thing about, here's the true beauty of Azure ML is that all you have to do is just make a couple of calls out to the runtime, and it can track your experiments. So you don't really have to use the compute on it. You can keep doing things the way you normally do, but you can track your experiments and get metrics on that at a much higher level. So this 10x button was a thing you would hit it, and it would play like an inspirational quote from Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone's a sales trainer. You may know him from Undercover Billionaire and a few other things too. I think he's in a movie. He's going to be has a guest role with De Niro in a De Niro movie, which sounds pretty awesome. But the 10x rule is the book that he wrote that really inspired Andy and myself, and everything you've seen on franksworld.com since and what I built out since 2016 is in a very large degree a result of reading the 10x rule and the follow-up book, Be Obsessed or Be Average. And I highly recommend, maximize, highly recommend you go to this URL if you don't have an Audible subscription yet. Claim a free audiobook. I recommend either The Wolf of Wall Street, The Way of the Wolf book, really good book. I also recommend a 10x rule. Oops, it's upside down. Not X01, but 10x. If you go to that link, you'll get a free audiobook on us at Data Driven, and we'll get a little bit of a little thumbs up from Audible if you claim your subscription. No obligation. Honestly, it may be enough to buy one of these. Who knows? Although that was my birthday cup. So, and you're probably thinking like, ew, why do you have that? Why do you have that coffee cup from yesterday? The reason is because I'm doing a demo in a little bit. Actually, can I do the demo here? I don't know if I can do the demo here. I'd have to shut my camera off and share my screen. So I'm going to experiment with that another time. But basically, the Vision API, the computer vision API, that's part of Microsoft Cognitive Services, you should show your folks that, John, how cool that thing is. It will actually, I always try to do a demo with Dr. Pepper, a can of Dr. Pepper, but it doesn't quite work. Probably because I don't know why. Maybe it's curved. Well, this is curved too, but there's a lot less moving parts to this logo. It's far more simplified. So if I show this, it actually detects like, hey, look, I discovered this brand in the photo. So yeah, I'm going to be demoing that in a little bit. So with that, speaking of which, I have to jet in a few minutes. I want to say thank you for commenting. I see folks have commented, John, Andy, and you have an awesome day. Maybe I'll be on later. Maybe I can kind of hack together my, yeah, actually I could do that. I could plug in another webcam and have my webcam on as well as this. What do you think, Andy? Should we do it? What would Grant Cardone say? He'd say, do it. All right. If folks are interested, there's actually like there's a SoundCloud playlist that's on that chip. If I'm really industrious, I could probably take a Raspberry Pi Zero or Raspberry Pi and do it. Hey, maybe I'll do that. That sounds cool. All right. So with that, I want to wish you a fantastic afternoon, evening, whatever time, wherever you are on this planet. And now I'm going to roll the Frank's World credits.